Shalom, shalom, Israel. It's your brother Dargabar with another lesson through the Spirit. First and foremost, I want to give our praises to the one true power, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Yahawashi. Yahweh is the Most High God. Yahawashi is who the world innately calls Jesus the Christ. The Rakakwadash is the Holy Spirit in the Paleo Hebrew. And I want to give double honors to the elder apostles who rule well through the Spirit. Lord willing, they can continue to endure and be sincere in the Most High's ministry. Mighty Shalom to the hopeful elect who are scattered four corners of America and four corners of the world. Lord willing, you can move in the same spirit to pursue, to endure, and be sincere for the Most High. Shalom to the Akwatiyam that are believers of His word. Lord willing, you can continue in your lot, being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in faith. The title of this lesson, Lord willing, will be pour out thy wrath upon the heathen. Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen. It's just a thought that when you wake up and you see videos of what brothers is making, when you see news, when you see journalists talking about the rulers that's ruling this place are wicked. They don't care for us. It's a lot going on. So in my mind, yesterday I had cried to my wife last night. And it was just like a plague of the mind. I was out of reality. And then I hit back in reality. Like my mind wasn't here. And when I sing, like, I do not want to be here. You know, and when you hear the things that brothers go through, sisters go through, and then some people will lose faith off the things that they going through. And it felt like they can't take it, you know. And Lord willing, this is edifying, right? So we just gonna get right into it. This is Psalms chapter 79, verse 6. It says, pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. You know, we want these nations that never respected or called upon the Most High. That's like the real, a person that's against Yahawashi. That's an antichrist. They're anti-Hamashiach. They don't believe in the Lord. And then you even have Jake that don't even believe in the Lord. You know, anybody that's not calling a name, praising the Lord, they need to be destroyed. You know, and this verse right here, pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. You know, people just really think America. People just think the Lord ain't never coming back. The Lord is going to have vengeance on his mind. Now, I was going to read it in the NLT, but just for, time's sake, we'll just line up some precepts. This is Psalms chapter 69, verse 24. It says, pour out thy indignation upon them. Let thy wrathful anger take hold of them. Right? And if we are, the true children of the Lord, we're going to desire this. You know, you want the Lord, even if you're getting yourself right, you want the Lord to pay back what need to be paid. Right? That made me think of Baruch 4:24. It's Baruch 4:25, Salaki. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from God, for thy enemy have persecuted thee, but surely thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. We're going to see their destruction, you know. This is why the men of the Lord is speaking against countries, rulers. Actually, let's just go to Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So that means even back then and then even now, these men they must be teaching against countries, against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. Wait, let's just confirm it. Let's go to Acts chapter 1 and let's go to verse 8. It says, "But ye shall receive power after the Holy Ghost is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth." The men of the Lord in that time, before Yahawashi, in the time of Yahawashi, nobody came over here until the prophecy was fulfilled where Israel would be brought over here. And now the men of the Lord is teaching forevermore, four corners of United States. And going back to Jeremiah, what is they prophesying? It's not just hugs and kisses. Of course, we talking about the kingdom. Yes, we talking about immortality. Yes, we're talking about peace. Yes, we talking about households being in order. But what else? Jeremiah 28:8 again. The prophets that have been before me, before thee of old, prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Look, Psalms, again, just trying to paraphrase it the best way I can. Psalms 79:6, "Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thee." Just to get this right here in 2nd Ezra chapter 3. The other nations don't know the Lord, right? Let's drop down. Just want to stick to the point. Verse 34, it says, "Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, that there's also that dwell the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel." The Lord's name is only found in his nation. And to make it even the righteous know, and then you have some seducing mother suckers in this truth, and they're even saying the name. 35, it says, "Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name have kept thy precepts, but not the heathen." Right? The heathen never kept the precepts as a nation. Never. Well, I see that they have the Bible not for others. Baruch 3:36. "He hath found out all the way of knowledge, and hath given it unto Jacob his servant, and Israel his beloved." Oh, for real? Let's go to Psalm. Is it Psalms? Yep, it is Psalms. This is Psalms 147, verse 19 and 20. KJV, it says, "He showeth his word unto Jacob, and his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgment, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord Yahawah." Right? So now we understand that only Israel he hath given the law, statutes, and commandments to. The other nations never had this. They never kept it. The other nations have to get back in order under Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, the 12 and 144,000. Romans chapter 3 verse 2, it says, much every way chiefly, because that unto them were committed the oracles of God. What was the oracle? What's the oracle of God? The word. And that word was only given to who? The children of Israel. Right? Psalms 50:16. "But unto the wicked God saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth." Right? But unto the wicked God saith. Right? The word is only for Israel. Psalms 78 verse 5. "For he established a testimony in Jacob," right? A record, a report, "and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children." We the ones that made a blood sacrifice to Yahawah. No other nation did. And then what did Yahweh do? He sent his son that will actually be the complete sacrifice. You know, the Bible is not for others. Yahawashi is not for others. But Yahawashi is the ruler of everyone. Right? All praises for that. Let's go to Isaiah 42 and 25. I'll start at 24. It says, who gave Jacob for spoil and Israel to be robbers? Did not the Lord Yahweh, he against whom we have sinned? For they would not walk in his ways, neither were they obedient unto his laws. Therefore he hath poured upon him the fury of his anger, in the strength of battle, and it hath set him on fire round about. Yet he knew not, and it burned him. Yet he laid it not to heart. Now, with the verse above, now, even though he's talking about Psalms 79 verse 6 on putting wrath on the heathen, some of us might not understand the Lord put these nations to be over us because we sinned against him, you know. And now the minute the Lord is coming back into that fold, they're hating oppression, right? Oppression makes a wise man mad. We're getting mad. We're getting angry, you know. So wait, hold on. The Lord going to destroy these nations, but let's get another one. Let me get the prayer of Azariah, chapter 1, verse 9. And thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of God, into an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world. Right? All nations touched our spoils. Right? Anybody that touched us touched the apple of the Most High eye, which we see in Zechariah chapter 2, verse 8. The Lord is documenting everything. Right? Zechariah chapter 2, verse 8. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, after the glory have he sent me into the nations, which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you touches the apple of my eyes. Anybody touch us, anybody, excuse my language, anybody fuck with us is touching the apple of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi's eye. Right? Well, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Salaki. Trying to stay on point because sometimes I'll have other precepts in mind. Okay, I'm gonna start at 8. This is First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 8. Her temple is become as a man without glory, right? Because when we go into Psalms, the 79th chapter, it goes into Yahweh, the Most High sanctuary is defiled. You know, in the Maccabees and other captivities, the temple lost its glory, right? Verse 9, it says, her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets, her young men with the sword of the enemy. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? What nation? Everybody's held accountable, but you have three standards. You have the sons of God, the sons of men, and the sons of the wicked. The sons of God is the children of Israel. The sons of men is the other Gentile heathen nations. The sons of the wicked is Esau. You know, the Lord is only dealing with Israel, but nations have to fall, and Esau has to be totally destroyed. He has to be broken down. You know, Malachi chapter 1, he's going to always keep building, but the Lord is going to tear down. You know, you can, for a sidebar, you can go to Revelation, the 16th chapter, verse probably 1 and 20 to 21, right? So let's go to this. This is I don't want to read the whole thing, so I might just go straight to a point. Right. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellent, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, if you have the sense, if you don't have the sense, just making it very plain for you. Ancient Babylon did not get destroyed like Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed by fire and brimstone. You know, that whole thing is destroyed. People ain't even living in no Sodom and Gomorrah, right? But when you think about old Babylon, it's people making trades, it's people's crossing over there, Arabs over there. It's they're moving, it's a motion over there. So this is talking about America. This is coded, right? This is talking about the place that is the high hill, the high government of the earth, the face of this system. Even though the elites don't live here, America is the face of all rulership right now. Verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from after generation to generation. Ain't we in a new generation? Babylon people can walk through. So who is this? If the Spirit is dealing with you, 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 10 and 11, you'll understand the deeper things. This is a deeper thing, but it's plain. It says, neither shall the Arabians pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Guess what? The Arabians is over in old Mesopotamia. They're walking all through that place. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, and the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places, and their time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. The dragons is going to like Komodo dragons, lizards, those animals is going to be eating off of the remains of any type of human, any type of dead animal carcass that's going to still be in America. But this place is not going to be able to be human inhabited, and that goes on destroying the heathen, man. I don't want to go. I don't want to make this too long. I really don't. So let's go to Jeremiah. Let me see. Okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 10, starting at 24. O Lord, correct me, but with judgment, not with thy anger, lest thou bring me to nothing. Pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name. For they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him and consumed him, and he have made his habitation desolate. Let alone they're in our land and they have the biggest pride festival in our land. They must be stopped. Must be stopped. Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahawah, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Right? Yahawashi is coming. He's not coming to play. I want to go to Luke, the 12th chapter, just because of that. Luke chapter 49, right? He says, I am come, this is Yahawashi, I come to send fire on the earth. And what will lie if it already be kindled? In the NLT, I have come to set the world on fire. And I wish it were already burning. Yahawashi gonna come with fire regardless if it's already destruction happening, nukes dropping, chaos. Yahawashi know he's still coming, right? When you drop down to 51, it says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on the earth. I tell you, nay, but rather division. NLT, do you think I have come to bring peace to the earth? No. I have come to divide people against each other. You know, godly, the ungodly, the righteous, the unrighteous, the sinners, the saints, from the nation of Israel separation to all nation separation. You know, that was beautiful. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 9, which is a beautiful verse because just me starting this, it's not me trying to take matters in my own hand. I want the Lord to come and put wrath on these heathen. I want the Lord to put judgment on Jake too. You know, somebody has to take that bill. This is Romans 12 and 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, and I will repay, saith the Lord. You know, the MOTB is coming very soon. Work out that salvation. Work on your faith. You know, start to believe in the Lord. You come in this tough situation, what are you going to do? You should be working on calling on Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because the vengeance is not only in the heathen. The vengeance is going to be with the nation of Israel too. You know, 2/3 have to be destroyed. They have to. You know. Let's go. Let's stay in Jeremiah, but I just want to get this verse real quick. Jeremiah 25, verse 29. I'll start at 28. It says, and it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup of thy hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahawah of hosts, ye shall certainly drink. For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city which is called by my name. And should ye be utterly unpunished, ye shall not be unpunished, for I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith the Lord Yahawah of hosts. Right? So you have to think, especially when we go to wait, hold on, let's keep reading before I say anything. It says, therefore prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them, the Lord Yahawah shall war from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He shall mightily war upon his habitation. He shall give a shout as they that tread the grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth. Right? And what's the ends of the earth? America, over here in the Western Hemisphere. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth. For the Lord, Yahawah, have a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And let's get this. Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in his unfaithfulness. And again, judgment is going to start at Israel. I know it's in Peter. Please select your family. Bear with me. Let me use the backup. Salaki family. Okay, I found it. Salaki, I did. This is 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 17. It says, For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first began at us, what shall the end of them that obey not the gospel of God? So if judgment happened with us, 2/3 they destroyed, what's going to happen to the other people that didn't obey the gospel? And we already see it. Let's just go back to the whole point of this whole lesson. Psalm 79, verse 6. It says, pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name. You know, they're prideful. Right now we're in Pride Month. You got Jake saying all praises to the Most High, Pride Month. Nigga, you don't really believe in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. They got y'all all in a trick bag, you know. But Lord willing, this was edifying. You know, pray, continue to pray for the elect. You know, even ask the Lord to increase you in this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Ask him to increase you in this faith, because we're going to be tested. You know, and Lord willing, you can endure and overcome. Lord willing, we'll all be able to see the destruction of the nations, even the destruction of the 2/3. Lord willing, you strive. Lord willing, you press towards the mark. With that, I'm going to say shalom, shalom, Yahweh speed.